Ryan Higgins, thanks ever so much for coming out to join us. The end of day 3, a fantastic day for the bat with Middlesex. We finished on 460 for 5, 127 red for yourself. Your 8th century, how great to bring up your first one at the home of cricket.
Yeah, it's amazing to bring up 100 at Lords, something I've I suppose, probably since the start of my career wanted to do, and sort of 10 years later it's finally happened. So it's nice to do it, and nice to get it on a day where we sort of needed to make sure we scored some runs. Yeah.
Going to take nothing away from your efforts, but the Kookaburra ball has looked easier to bat against, to be fair. I spoke to a bowler on day 1 who wasn't overly complimentary about it. Spoke to a batter yesterday who said after initial tricky spells it was easier to bat against. You've obviously experienced both sides of it. You opened with it and you batted against it. What are your own thoughts on it?
Yeah, I definitely prefer batting against the Kookaburra than bowling with it. But I think, to be fair, I think it is a lot to do with the wicket being quite slow and just being April. I don't necessarily know if the Kookaburra actually needs the kind of wicket where you get bounce, and to make it an exciting game, where both bowlers and batters have a chance within the game. But yeah, that's my verdict. I think I'd still rather the bat against the Kookaburra.
You must have taken a lot of confidence from the way Sam Northeast batted yesterday. Obviously broke the first class record here for the amount of runs scored in the first class innings. You've got a long day ahead of you tomorrow. I guess going into day 4 we're not going to be setting up anything funky. We're probably just going to bat time and take us through till 5 o'clock. You must be hopeful that you can really go on and build a big one here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great opportunity. It's not an opportunity you get very often in first class games cricket, so it's trying to make sure tomorrow morning I'm on it and switched on, and yeah, keep putting pressure on the bowlers throughout the next few days and taking from this game what we can. I mean, I feel like we probably just missed out on one of the batting points. They put a lot of pressure on us through the middle period today, just before that stage. So it was one of those where we've still got work to do and still got another day of cricket. So yeah, but hopefully a good batting day. Yeah.
Absolutely. 10 years or more since Middlesex have had an innings where 5 batters have passed 50. We've already got 4 past the milestone. I'm guessing with Josh still going strong out there, Toby's still to come, Brooksy's still to come. We must be hopeful of potentially getting an innings where we've got another 5 batters scoring 50 in it. What's the change this year? Because obviously it was a struggle last year. You did well yourself, but it was a struggle last year. This year, obviously, there looks to be some real resilience in that order.
Yeah, I think it's one of those where sometimes things just don't go your way. I think last year, certainly at the start, we had a few wickets which were definitely a bit trickier to bat on, and I think over that time, where you are, our whole build-up's been with the Kookaburra ball, so including the practice sessions and all that, and it allows guys to become more confident, getting onto the front foot and stuff like that. So yeah, just being able to have that preparation. And I actually thought the marquee at Merchant Taylors was fantastic this year. The quality of the surfaces were even better than last year, which even last year were pretty good, but we're using a Duke, so it makes a big difference. But yeah, I think just the preparation has probably been exceptional this year from everyone. Yeah. Good
to hear. Already talked about breaking that 1 milestone in your first 100 here at Lords. In your career, it surprises me that you've never made 1,000 runs in a season. You got 958, I think it was, in 2019, yeah. 955 last year. Do you set yourself targets, and if so, are you hopefully reaching 1,000 this year?
No, I would like to reach 1,000 at some point, but I think in those years I probably did bat lower down the order, so at times probably, sometimes, whether it's not an excuse, but sometimes you don't bat as much and you don't necessarily get the chance to score big 100. So when I get an opportunity like this to bat 5, I really want to make sure that I can take it with both hands.
I'm sure that'll be music to everyone's ears who's watching here from a Middlesex perspective. Ryan, fantastically well batted today. All the very best luck tomorrow. I hope you go on and make it a big one.
Cheers, Fletch. Thanks, mate.